Hello everybody and welcome back to the Money Pit. This is Donald and Lisa's not with me right now, but she's dragging me off to Lowe's. She says I've got to try to make some chicken tractors because we have chicks that are getting big enough. So evidently, here we go. We're getting ready to go to the store and see what we can get. But you never know, because I don't even know if we can get in Lowe's or not right now. But we'll find out in a little bit. We're going to drag you all along with us. So here we go. Well, we haven't left the farm yet. I just thought I'd stop in here and show you. We're going to turn the camera around. I finally got a chance. It didn't freeze or anything like I said the other day about bush hogging that field, but I got it bush hogged. And then after I got it bush hogged, what I did was I waited a day or two and then I cut it with the grasshopper. And we got it all nice and close now, and we're going to grow some lots and lots of pretty grass. So there's the front field, how it lays all the way down there to the woods. Got a little piece up through here, about 7 acres in that little field right there. We're going to start fencing it off here and then start making some patties. Everybody calls them patties. So anyway, I'll try to do this without jerking it around a lot. And so anyway, we're getting stuff done on the farm. Just we vibrating and everything so much that wasn't a good video with it being on the tractor with the cameras we got. Anyway, we got it all close. Grass is growing back up through there. It was a mess, but now it's looking pretty good. So anyway, we're getting ready to head back to Lowe's and see what we can get. You never know. Well, hopefully we won't stop too many more times and talk to y'all, but we might. You never know. until we turn this video camera back on. See ya. We interrupt this video. I sound like a government thing on that. To inform you all that, one, we had a wonderful trip to Lowe's. It was a little weird because we hadn't been any place where we had to, shall we say, social distance. And they didn't even want us to be in Lowe's together, which was a little weird for us. But we ended up shopping together, even though we was socially distancing. Yeah, we had to go in separately. They couldn't go in one family member at a time. But anyway, we did have a fun time and everything. But the powers to be, when I put the video up on YouTube, they decided that while we were filming, cutting up and carrying on and not paying attention to the music that was playing overhead, well, it was a song that they didn't want to have us to have, and they were about to cut the video up when I said, nope, I'll just delete it, and I deleted the whole thing. And I thought, well, I'll remake it, and what I'm going to do is I'm explaining to you right now in a way that I can't remember everything we said, but we had a good time. I was picking out some glue when Lisa started filming, and a lot of choices there, a lot of choices in the glue. I finally picked out a glue and a cleaner. And we cut it up and kit it and stuff like that for a little bit and walked back over there. She had me explain what I was doing, and I was buying the plastic pipe for the chicken tractor I'm building. And with the I'm picking it out of 4-inch pipe. I was going to do it out of Schedule 40, but man, that stuff's expensive. They like it a lot. The drain pipe, they kind of like too, but let's just say that the drain pipe's a lot cheaper. And still kind of expensive, but still a lot cheaper. So anyway, the reason I'm building it out of drain pipe and not Schedule 40 is because on Stoney Ridge Farmer, he built his out of Schedule 40, and he said it was a little heavy. And I thought, well, since they didn't have everything I needed in Schedule 40 anyway, they barely had what I needed, and they actually didn't, because I had to, once I got home, I thought I had everything, and then I got looking at stuff and I go, well, no, you didn't get everything. So I had to go to A&B Hardware here in town And little mom and pop shop, I mean, they're really bigger than that, but it looks like a mom and pop shop, but they're really a nice hardware store, old time hardware store where you go in, they know your name when you walk in the door, and you tell them what you want, and next thing you know, you got it. They had everything I needed, and so there you are. Anyway, I got everything from I needed from them, but so now we're trying to put that thing together. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm still going to put that silly footage in, but I'm just going to pod the volume down where nobody gets to hear anything, any music that they got overhead. And unfortunately, you're not going to hear me and Lisa acting silly. We were laughing, at least I was. She was laughing at me, and I was just laughing and cutting up. But we had a good time in Lowe's, and we ended up, so I'm going to put some music to that and let y'all laugh at how silly I act on the camera. And then, well, one more thing before we go. We'll let y'all know that, well, I've got for whatever reason, Sunday my arm started swelling up, and it swelled up, and then it went down. Then my arm started swelling on Monday, and then it sort of went down, and then it started swelling up over, like again during the night, well, not during the night, but yesterday afternoon. And so I sent a letter to the doctor's office. When I sent a letter to the doctor's office, they called me this morning. They didn't even send me an email back. I emailed them, and they called me back this morning. And well, one thing led to another, and here we are. I've got to go to, I went and had an ultrasound. They didn't have any clots. The doctor said, well, the technician that did the ultrasound said that, I said, well, I know you're not going to be able to tell me whether you found anything or not. He said, no, this one we can tell you. And I said, what do you mean by that? He said, well, there's one way you know. He said, it's, you either have a clot or you don't. If you have a clot, blood clot, well, we keep you, and the doctor tells us what to do with you. If you don't have a blood clot, you get to go home, and the doctor will call you. So when it was all over, I said, well, which one am I? He says, you get to go home, and the doctor will call you. So one of the nurses called me, and boy, these are real nice people. And they called, one thing led to another, a whole bunch of other stuff, and they just called a few minutes ago, and I've got to go back to Louisville tomorrow and go through the doctor's office, see his nurse practitioner, and if she sees any problem, she's going to get a hold of him. He's going to do it. So I have no idea why my arm's swelling. They don't either. They thought it might be a blood clot, but it's not. And so, well, y'all pray that they find out what's wrong with me on my arm. So I have no idea. It's one thing after another. 2020 is not good for the United States, and it don't seem like it's good for me either. It's not all that great for 2020 around here. Anyway, well, we're going to edit that video and put this in the middle of right before our Lowe's trip, and well, y'all enjoy that part, even though it's going to be music. We just acted silly as all get out, and well, you'll see, we do act silly. We act silly all the time. All right, well, I'm going to end this right now, so we'll see you on the other side. got stuff that we needed. Hopefully we got everything we needed. A couple things we bought them out on. But anyway, here's the back of the van. And well, we got the corners. We got the risers and the drops and the pipe to make all the things put together. Hopefully we got everything we needed. But until we start putting it together, you just don't know. Anyway, well, now we're going to see if we can't get some other things done and start doing this project. Might take a little bit. This might need to be a part 2, or we'll let you know. Well, we didn't get anything done on the chicken tractor today. We got a bunch of feeding done, got the chickens moved. We did a lot of things, but we didn't get to work on any of that. So everything's still in the van, and we'll be adding on to this video at a later date, because tomorrow's Sunday. We won't be working on it then. And so we'll be working on it either Monday or Tuesday, probably both, until we get it done. So we'll take you along when we do that. So we'll talk to you later.